Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's pretty interesting day. Yesterday I borrowed from my friend, another photographer, interesting lens, which is Canon 300 f2.8 FD lens. It's pretty old, as we all know. I have no idea which year it is, but I assume somewhere in 80s. The lens visually is pretty beat up, but optically it's good. So I have interest in this lens. Also because my friend is selling it and the price is really cheap for it, so I have an interest to try it on my Sony A7III and see how images comes out, and more importantly how I can manage manual focus in sports situations, in fast moving subjects and all this stuff. Technical information about lens and everything that is somewhere else, definitely not here because I haven't read it. I have a little idea about it, but it's pretty heavy, and however in the hand it doesn't seem so bad. Okay, what I'm shooting today. Today we have a local Gymkhana race for young timer cars, which are cars around 70s, 80s years, maybe beginning of 90s. So I just arrived to a place where it will be, and participants are registering their entries, so I still have some time to set everything up and be ready. The plan is to work with a monopod, also maybe handheld, but we'll see how it goes. On my camera I will put my GoPro so you can see point of view video, and of course I will show some pictures, and I will try to comment what I do while shooting, but I have little doubts about that because it will be loud, and I don't have lav mic, I have just shotgun mic. So let's see how it goes. Even if I won't comment on a shoot, on a race, I will come back later on and tell my thoughts about the lens, about images, and whether I decide to buy it or no. However, for about 70% I have decided to buy this lens just because I want it. I don't need it. By any means I don't need it, but I just want it. So I will test it, and today will be the day to make a decision, I buy it or no. Even it's so cheap as it is, I still considering whether I want or don't want to spend money for something which I could probably will not use so often or even at all. So today I'm testing it, seeing what it produces, how it handles, and see you later when I come back with some my final thoughts and comments about the lens and shoot. So is ready, it's set up. Now I put my camera on a tripod and we'll go to shoot some pictures in pizza area. Try to capture some portraits, cars, details, and we'll wait for the race. Well, the shoot is over. Race didn't end it yet, but I decided to leave it for good. So now I'm heading home to see what pictures I got and the results. Must say that it's pretty hard to focus on action, especially if your subject is coming towards you. It's easier when it's going away, but when it comes to you, it's pretty hard to catch it in focus. However, I think it went well and I have enough good shots. But now I'm going home, a little bit stuck in traffic. So now I'm going home and we'll see what images I got, how they look on a computer screen, and we'll decide on whether I buy it or no. However, before I started to shoot, I was somewhere in 70% of buying it. Now I'm much closer to 85-90%, so most likely I will buy this lens and keep in my kit for different reasons, actually, because for portraits it's also great, it's really great. because your background just melts away and it's so smooth and nice. So yeah, now it's time to look on the screen and see how it is. Okay, I'm going now.
2 weeks later.
Well, it's been a while, about 2 weeks since I shot with this beautiful lens. Visually, of course, this lens is not very beautiful. It's beat up and used and abused, and it's done everything what lens should do. It have been, I think, in so many places I even can't imagine where it have been. However, I decided to buy this lens. Why? Because images it produces are crazy good for me. Bokeh is amazing, sharpness amazing. I think sharpness is just on par with all modern lenses which are manufactured and designed today. So I just couldn't find any noticeable issues with it. Lens hood, as you can see, is built in, which is really handy. I can't say that this lens is heavy. It's hefty, but not heavy. I don't know how much it weighs. I think maybe less than 2 kilograms, but who knows. I don't care anyway, because the weight this lens gives and has is good for stability. I can handhold much slower shutter speeds with it, and even with built-in IBIS in Sony A7III, it works just fine. And only thing I need to get used and get more muscle memory is manual focus, because this is one thing for this lens that it has. It's manual focus only, no autofocus, no nothing fancy. Aperture is here on the back of a lens. Drop-in filters. I'm thinking about getting some ND or polarizer for this. Here is just a clear filter. Ooh, it should be cleaned. Okay, that we will do later. So look at this lens from any side you want. What comes to image quality and usability, it's really great lens. So I decided to buy it from my friend, and now it will be in my kit bag. So this is my final thoughts on this lens, and actually I don't have much more to say about it. I need to go out and shoot more, find some wildlife and sports, and of course for portraits it's great. Actually, it's usable for any application you can imagine. I can see it working in studio for portraits, for tight portraits, definitely for landscape, for intimate landscape, where I pick out some details and all that stuff. Yes, so I bought this lens. Now it's mine. I will shoot more with it when I will have some chance. I can see myself searching opportunities to go out and shoot with it, because I really love the image quality it gives. Unfortunately, YouTube and all the other internet platforms will not give justice for how sharp and good images come out. I hope at least it will be at least 70% from quality the lens produces. And of course, with all the manual focus help we have in A7III is just easy to focus. For tracking focus, of course, is just muscle memory to get the feeling and knowing without thinking which way should I turn the focus ring when the subject is coming towards me or away from me, and same with panning shots. However, I'm keeping this lens. So if you like this video, yeah, it's long, please thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please comment what would you like to see. Maybe there is some lenses you would love to see being adapted to Sony, or I even can't imagine what, but just write in the comments what you would like to see, and I will try to make in future videos. Also, please comment, leave a questions. I will look if questions are a lot about the same subject. I will make a video on this subject. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.